So I don't really know what's happening at the end of this game. There's still like a quarter to go. UCLA are running away with this game. They're up by 21. Sorry, not quarter. 2 minutes to go. UCLA are way up. I just want to talk about this. And there has been one player, one competitor in the hunt for the number one overall pick that's gone. That's just gone. Like, you are not going to see, I mean this, you're not going to see Lauren Betts in number one conversations anymore. Lauren, in my opinion, the only reason, Lauren Betts, it doesn't work like this in the WNBA, but like, Lauren Betts probably shouldn't even be a first rounder. She probably shouldn't be a first rounder. She has just come, again, in this game against UCLA against Tennessee, a game where they've won comfortably. She had as many turnovers as field goals made. She had 4 defensive rebounds. She has 3 assists, 4 rebounds, 1 steal, 2 blocks, and 7 points. She has 7 points, and it's at the stage now where, like, she's being guarded by Janiah Barker, who, by the way, is somebody that I think should be a higher pick than Lauren Betts in the draft. Janiah Barker, 22 points today, averaging 15, 6, and 1.2 assists, is a 6'4" athlete, like kind of everything, what you want from a modern basketball player. She realistically is what you want from a modern player. And Lauren Betts is what teams wanted in the WNBA a decade ago. Lauren Betts is Tiara McCown. Lauren Betts is Kalani Brown. If you guys don't remember, there were mock drafts in 2019. And I say that like I remember back then. No. I researched this. Almost every single mock draft in 2019 had Tiara McCown going number one. Like 2019 WNBA mock draft. I just want to see this right now. So on the 29th of January 2019, if they didn't have Sabrina Ionescu going number one, they had Tiara McCown going number one. And if you guys looked, this is one. And if there was this weird thing, every single mock draft had Asia Durr going number 2. So it was when Sabrina was there, she was number 1. But this is just a random one I found. Every single mock draft had Asia Durr going number 2. But like, they had Tiara McCown and Kalani Brown going above Jackie Young, Alana Smith, Arike, Ezzy Magbagor, and where did they have Fee going 12? And Fee. And that's the thing where it's like, you've got all these players that worked. Like, every single one of them are modern players. They're modern players other than Katie Lou, who was kind of the ghost of WNBA past. Katie Lou is like a Garzone or one of those players. So the last mock draft I'm looking at here from... When did Sabrina drop out of the draft? It was on the 5th of April she was still going number 1. But again, on the 5th of April, they had... This is the last mock draft from Bleacher Report. They had Tiara McCown, Kalani Brown going above Jackie Young, Fee, Alana Smith, and Arike. Like, that is the thing. And that's what's going to happen again. But we should know better. We should know better. This, first of all, this archetype of player, no matter how dominant they are in college, doesn't really work out. Like, unpopular opinion, like, Cardoso's much more athletic. She's way more athletic than Lauren Betts. She runs like a gazelle. Not quite as skilled. But, like, Cardoso, I don't see Cardoso being a long-term starter in the WNBA. I think she can cause a little bit of carnage. I think you win a few games with these giant players. Like, genuinely. I think you can win games with these tall players. That's not me going out there and saying that, like, Lauren Betts isn't going to come in as a rookie and have some games where she just beats the other team because she's got too much size. Like, that very much could happen. That very, very well could happen. But at the end of the day, Lauren Betts, you're not winning a championship with Lauren Betts, your starting center. She's too slow. Like, if you watched when they started beating Tennessee, it was because Ledger Walker, Kiki Rice, Haquez, Dugalich, and Neepkins they started getting stops and they started running. Like, I understand it's good to have this rim protector, paint, like, again, a paint rim protector. But like the problem is that those paint rim protectors, when they can get cooked in the pick and roll, don't matter. They don't matter. They just don't. We've seen it. Tiara McCowan was considered the best defensive player in her draft. Genuinely. She was considered the best defensive player in her draft. However, she ended up being the worst defensive player in the WNBA. When it was all said and done, she was probably one of the worst defenders in the WNBA. Kalani Brown was considered a really good defender in the WNBA. Like, she was women's college before getting drafted. Tiara McCowan was women's college basketball defensive player of the year and the Naismith defensive player of the year. This is Tiara McCowan's Wikipedia. WCBA defensive player of the year. Sorry, that's women's Chinese. Is it? Sorry, yeah. WBCA, sorry. The Coaches Award. Then also won Naismith defense player of the year the year before. 2 by All-American. All-American first team, third team All-American. 2 by SEC defense player of the year. 2 by SEC All-Defensive team. She literally cannot play defense nowadays. And like, she got a max contract off being considered a good defender in the WNBA. A lot of it was her size and her defense. She got herself a max contract. And she was the starting center on a team that was a couple of games off the finals. If I'm not mistaken, were they what? They were 2 games off the finals in 2023, while averaging 12 points and 13 rebounds a game on that team as a starter. The problem was that the introduction of Caitlin Clark led to guards exposing her, as Caitlin Clark had 24 points and 19 assists against her and had 35 points the next time they played. It's just a problem. It is a problem with this archetype of players, and it's not Lauren Betts' fault that she got all this hype. She's on Team USA, for God's sake. Like, Lauren Betts, I'm not joking when I say this. Power forwards and centers that I would take over Lauren Betts in this draft. Awafam, obviously. Obviously Awafam. I would consider taking Reagan Beers over. Just putting it out there. I would consider it. I'm not saying I would. I would consider taking Reagan Beers over her. I would consider taking Sarah Williams. I would consider taking, what's her name? I would definitely take Hannah Stulke over. I'm trying to just look here at like power or at centers. So I don't know if I take over Sarah Williams. I take Lauren Betts over Little Paige Bueckers, I guess. I don't think she's good at all. But like, there's just, for me, I'm just trying to look to see if I can just get a bunch of names off the top of my head. Like, obviously Reagan Beers is there. You don't take her over Dugalich. If you consider Janiah Barker a big, I'm taking Janiah Barker over a coat. I'd strongly consider taking a coat over her. I would strongly consider it. Like, I don't know why we're having conversations about Lauren Betts at number 1 when she realistically, you have to ask yourself this question: is she as good as, like, is she going to be a starter day 1? Probably not. How many better, like, if you look at the WNBA, unless she goes to an expansion team, we're just going to talk about the WNBA starting centers from last year. Who is she better than? So we're going to go from the bottom up. Is she better than Louisa Geisel-Suter? No. Is she better than Cardoso? I don't think so. Maybe. Is she better than Tina Charles? No. Is she better than Shakira Austin? Not a fucking chance. Is she better than Azurá Stevens? No. Is she better than Ileana Rupert? No. Better than Ezzy Magbagor? No. Better than Malonga even? No. Better than Leah? No. Better than that M&M's logo is hilarious. For the Mercury, or for the Liberty, better than John Quell? No. For the Mercury, who did they even start center? Did they start they start Kat Westbeld center, but like realistically, they play like point center. They play like Dwana Bonner center. Better than Dwana Bonner? No. Better than Bree Jones? No. Better than Asia Wilson? No. Better than Alana Smith? No. So like, unless she goes to an expansion team, and like if you look at teams who had better backup centers than her, Dallas Wings backup center, off the top of my head, I can't even remember. Chicago Sky's backup center, Elizabeth Williams, is better than Lauren Betts. The Connecticut Suns backup center, who the fuck was their backup center? Was it Leah Edwards? If it was Leah Edwards to play backup center, is Leah Edwards better? No. Washington Mystics, Steph Dolson is better than Lauren Betts. LA Sparks, Cam Brink is better than Lauren Betts. The Golden State Valkyries, Temi is better than Lauren Betts. Or Mo Billings is better than Lauren Betts. Malonga better than Lauren Betts. Fever's backup center was Demiris Dantas. Betts is better. MSM Lauren Betts is better. Or better than Lauren Betts. Jesus Christ. The Mercury, Kat Westbeld, I'd take her over Lauren Betts. Don't think she's better. I'd take her over. Brittany Griner better than Lauren Betts. Not even Kia Stokes. Meg Gustafson. Betts is better. And the Minnesota Lynx, Kilian Dakova, better than Lauren Betts. Like, most teams' backup centers are better than Lauren Betts right now. And I'm not even joking. It's not her fault she's being pushed this high. She's not that good. She's not that good. As we've seen, I said this coming into this year where I'm like, I don't know. It was like, my only complaint was like, oh, look, she's dominant, but I'm like, the archetype. Maybe the archetype doesn't work at the pros. Maybe she's just not very good. I think we have to start to consider that. Maybe she's just not very good. And that's okay. Maybe she's not good enough, and that's okay. Because she is a W player. She's going to have a spot in the league. But maybe she's like Tiara McCown, Kalani Brown, a situational bench player. Or like a starter on a terrible team.